Welcome back to RobMotive. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the trucks that are for sale at a local dealership in my area because I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make a change, and I'm gonna tell you why at the end of this video. But where we're at right now, we're at Burt Ogden here in Deep South Texas, Harlingen, Texas, and I've pulled up all of the Tacomas that they have for sale. They have 38 of them. Now, I could select vehicle status over here and narrow it down to what they actually have on the lot, but my plan is actually a little bit longer than just what they have on the lot, or it's going to happen in about 3-4 weeks, something like that. At least that's my plan if everything works out. So I'll get to that in a minute. But let's take a look. First of all, we've got all 2024s. I have seen on the web people are talking about receiving their 2025s. And unless something's going on in other parts of the country or the world different from what's happening here in South Texas, you can't get a 2025 yet. They're not out. So first one we have here is an SR. It is a two-wheel drive, double cab, 5-foot bed, $37,768. Now, they do offer a couple of rebates you can see here, a college rebate, a military rebate, $500 each. But I don't qualify for either one of those because I'm well beyond college and I've never been in the military. Let's move on. Here we have next to it a 2024 SR. It is a two-wheel drive as well, same price. Another SR, $37,898, a little bit more money. It is a rear-wheel drive, it says. I'm assuming that means it's a two-wheel drive as well. Hard to say. Next to it, another SR, $37,898, and it is a two-wheel drive. These are all 5-foot beds, by the way. It would appear anyway. Let's move on down. We have an SR5. We're now getting more into what I might be affected by. But we have an SR5. This has a 6-foot bed, so it's a long bed, right? It is a 4x2. Pricing on it is discounted by $1,967 down to $40,570. Next to it, we have a 5-foot bed. This is an SR. It is a 4-wheel drive, so we're back to the SR trim line. $40,968 is the price. Beside that, another SR 4-wheel drive, same price. And then we have an SR5 4x2, another 6-foot bed, so a long bed. I thought these were hard to find. $42,082. Let's move on down. We have an SR5 4x2. This one is $42,167. Then we finally have one with some color to it in the Blue Crush. This is $42,537. It is an SR5. It does appear to be two-wheel drive, however. A two-wheel drive right beside it, again, in the 6-foot bed configuration. This is a TRD Sport, however. Two-wheel drive, $45,916. Then we have a TRD Off-Road. It is a 4-wheel drive, $47,000. Wow, we're getting up there. $47,572. Moving on, we've got a TRD Off-Road, 5-foot bed, 4x4, $47,572. Then we have a Sport. This is a 5-foot bed, $49,012, and it is a 4x4. Another 4x4 beside it. We're starting to get quite pricey here. This is a limited 4-wheel drive, 5-foot bed, $56,000. Good God. $118. I'm sure we're going to go higher. Beside that, a Blue Crush, same configuration, $56,118, the same. Moving on, we have a limited, $56,193, about the same configuration. We have a limited 4x4, same configuration, $56,328. Man, it's a lot of money. Now, apparently, we're moving down. We're going back to the SR, two-wheel drive, double cab, 5-foot bed, $37,768. Remember when just the regular either SR5s or TRD off-roads or sports used to be that price? I do. Beside it, another SR, same configuration, $37,898. And then we have a second page. Let's see. We're going to kind of skim through. You get the idea here. Let's just take a peek. These are all, well, they're not all. Some of them are in transit, you can see. Some of them are in the build phase. Looks like SRs, TRD Sports, more SRs. And then we get into some more SRs. Here we actually have the supersonic red color, refreshing. Another SR, SR. A TRD Sport, a limited. Let's see, a nice mix, I guess. We've got another SR, going on through. You get the idea. So there's a bunch of SRs. It looks like they have a fairly decent selection of things that are coming anyway. But they have a ton of two-wheel drives, and excuse me, they also have the long beds, which again, I thought were difficult to find, but apparently if you're in deep South Texas near Bert Ogden and Harlingen and you want a long bed, you can get them down here. So what am I doing? Why am I even looking at this? Well, I had a comment on the channel the other day and it resonated with me. And I think they're right. Basically, it was addressing people dogging the two-wheel drives and my responses and things like that. And this person said, you know, it's not really about the two-wheel drive. It's more about my relatability to the audience, right? You guys. And that a lot of the enthusiasts out there or people that are on the channel have 4x4s. It's not really about whether you need them, whether you want them, whether you like them. It's just relatability to the people that you're trying to reach. In my case, you guys, my audience. And like I said, that kind of resonated with me. I'm like, you know, you're right. I get it. I get why I get the comments about the two-wheel drive trucks. It's because you guys don't care about the two-wheel drive trucks. I think I made a mistake. Not in that, you know, I need one for capability or anything, or maybe even peace of mind, but to be able to connect, I guess, with others that have 4x4s because they are by far more popular. So I made a mistake. I admit it, but maybe not for the reasons that some folks would have you believe. So what my plan is after the first of the year, we're going to trade off the two-wheel drive truck. We're going to get a 4x4. Again, primarily just to experience it, to experience what you guys have, to be more relatable, I guess, to everybody that watches the video. I think I owe it to you guys, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade off the 4x2. We're going to get a 4x4. Ideally, I would get the SR5. I think that's perfectly fine. Plus, it's the least financial hit. I'm hoping to trade keys for keys, actually, and I really should be able to, I think. But nonetheless, SR5, I would go up to maybe a TRD off-road if I needed to. I wouldn't go any higher in trim level than that. Certainly not a limited. And as much as I like the Pro, the look of it and everything, it's way overkill for what I do. Plus, it's really a finished truck. I don't want a finished truck. I want a truck that I can do things to, right? So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully early part of January into the next year is what I'm thinking. Leave a comment. Let me know if you agree. If you agree with the person that left that comment and that I'm just not relatable because I have a 4x2. I agree with them. I think they're right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and stay safe out there. Bye.